So, Big Bill Haney was on the Porter Wade podcast where he explained that he sent Gervonta Davis $40 million offer. A $40 million offer, or potentially $40 million. I believe it was $20 million. He wanted to counter all this other stuff, right? And this video greatly explains and, narrates my train of thought when it comes to this whole Devin Haney versus Gervonta Davis fight, which will happen, I would say, probably 2026 at this point. Maybe even next year. I don't see it happening this year for various reasons, but I'll be chiming in between this video. Let's get started. This is Aki TV, by the way.
Stop talking about the $20 million and all that. That doesn't. Let's just go to the table and talk.
Take 20 million. Okay.
No, Tank didn't want the 20.
Oh, he want 20?
No, he want the 20. But that was the start.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how interested are you?
That was just the start, though.
You was gonna start with 20?
Yeah, you know we couldn't. Man, come on, man. We had to give him the one number.
So y'all sent him a contract, 20 million.
Well, you said the 20, and then so he can come back and say the 40 or something. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I mean? But he ain't want none of that. He ain't come back and say shit. And didn't put nothing on the table for us. Still to this day, eh?
So Tank teams never gave you an offer.
Never. Not one time.
No PBC, no
Not once.
Mayweather Promotions, not
once.
They're not going to.
How you know?
Because he's not in the plan.
What's the plan?
It's not Devin Haney.
At the end of the day, it all roads leads to each other.
That was Bill Haney on the Porter Wade podcast, revealing that when they offered Gervonta Davis $20 million guaranteed plus pay-per-view to fight Devin Haney, that was only the initial offer. They were hoping Gervonta was going to come back with a counter offer of $40 million so they could start negotiating the fight. Bill Haney revealed there is so much more money on the table for the Gervonta fight. They are willing to give Gervonta a Floyd Mayweather, a Canelo Alvarez type of guarantee of $40 million guarantee to fight Devin Haney plus pay-per-view. So ultimately, Gervonta Davis, aka Abdelwahid, can walk away with more than $50 million after the Devin Haney pay-per-view fight. However, Gervonta did not want to negotiate. That being said, Sean Porter asks Bill Haney, did Gervonta ever send Devin Haney an offer? And Bill Haney responded with, never. Gervonta has never sent Devin Haney an offer.
All right, I'm going to chime in right here, right? Now, all right, these pictures are insane, but let's all agree, right? Let's look at the facts. I like both Gervonta Davis and I like Devin Haney, but I cannot sit here and tell a lie. Devin Haney and Bill Haney, they've been making moves lately. They've been making big moves. They fought tough competition. And they're fighting for legacy and money. Gervonta has been on record of saying that he's, just kind of like Floyd, a prize fighter, which is okay. But the thing is with Floyd Floyd was also about legacy. Regardless of what he said, he showed he was about legacy, right? I just want, because I like them both. But I can't not, like, Devin Haney's going, first off, he was undisputed at 135. Fought Lomachenko and Kambosos, right? Let me just stick with Lomachenko. And both fights, he took, both fights, Devin Haney took less. Both fights. Kambosos twice in, Australia, fought for undisputed twice. And then Lomachenko, both guys didn't want to fight him. Both guys did not want to fight him, but ended up fighting him, right? And with Lomachenko specifically, Lomachenko is a better opponent than all of Tank's opponents. Let's just keep it a bean. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it factual. Lomachenko is a better opponent than all of Tank's fighters. Almost every single one of Tank's fighters, I found out about because they were fighting Tank. Let's just be honest. I don't like it when everyone, I know there's going to be comments who say, oh, you just don't watch boxing then. I guess so. But I know the ones that are saying that probably didn't know a guy like Isaac Pitbull Cruz even existed before he fought Tank. Yes, I'm going to say it. Mario Barrios, I knew a little bit about him, but like all these guys Tank made popular. And none of them are better than Lomachenko. So Devin Haney has a better career currently, and he's going for the harder competition. You got to give props. I just want Tank to.
Bill also added later on in the interview, they are free agents and they are willing to go anywhere on ESPN, on DAZN, or PBC in order to fight. So there is no excuse as to why Gervonta haven't sent Devin Haney an offer yet if he's not going to accept Devin Haney's offer. Gervonta can't continue claiming he wants to fight Devin Haney and he's pressing Devin Haney. Meanwhile, he refuses to send Devin Haney an offer in order to fight on Amazon Prime pay-per-view. You can't have it both ways. At the moment in time and every moment in history between Gervonta and Devin Haney, the only one that has been getting pressed is Gervonta by Devin Haney to fight.
Yeah, what they talk about 20 mil? They said something about 20 mil? That nigga can't even talk to the nigga that he supposed to talk to about me. And I'm only pressing niggas because I know, like, niggas got a little name right now, so it's cool to go at them niggas right now because they got names right now. So it's cool to, you know, try to bully the bully. These niggas ain't no bullies. These niggas is pussy. If they want to make the fight happen, tell them that they know what to do. They know who to call. And I'm by the phone. What's up?
If that ain't the funniest Bama alive, did this guy just go in here and say, you don't know who to talk to, and then say, you know who to talk to? If he ain't, so you the boss, but you not the boss, but I don't know who to talk to, but I know who to talk to. Man, if you don't knock it off.
Now, for the people that's going to say, oh, Bill Haney is capping about the money. Well, why doesn't Gervonta catch Devin Haney bluff then? Why doesn't Gervonta catch Eddie Hearn bluff then instead of refusing to negotiate? That doesn't make sense. The reason why Gervonta doesn't do that is because he knows the money is real. If Eddie Hearn is offering Canelo $40 million for a cherry pick fight, what makes you think Eddie Hearn can't offer Gervonta the same for the biggest fight in boxing between him and Devin Haney? Especially when Devin Haney has connects with the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, with kings and princes that's throwing money in the heavyweight division to Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Usyk, and Francis Ngannou.
Ooh, that fight in Saudi Arabia would be crazy. And they would throw a lot of money. They would throw more than a lot of money to see that fight happen.
In fact, they gave Anthony Joshua $50 million guaranteed, and they gave Francis Ngannou $20 million guaranteed to fight each other. So you think Saudi Arabia can't afford to give Gervonta more than $40 million guaranteed to fight Devin Haney over there? We all know that's nothing but pocket change for them. In fact, they are begging Devin Haney to fight over there in Saudi Arabia. So you can just imagine the type of money they're willing to pay to have Devin Haney fight Gervonta in Saudi Arabia. To all you boxing fans that claim you guys know boxing, you guys do the math. If Saudi Arabia offered $70 million guaranteed to make Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou, a fight that is not even top 10, one of the biggest fights that could be made in the sport of boxing, then that leaves you wondering how much money is Saudi Arabia willing to pay in order to host the biggest fight in the sport of boxing between Gervonta and Devin Haney. $100 million? That's nothing but pocket change for them. But let you guys tell it, all of the fans, businessmen. You guys want to act like Bill Haney is capping.
At this point, I'd like to see Saudi Arabia throw whatever amount at it, because if Tank is a prize fighter, only fights for money, which, you know, I'm not a boxer. So that point of view, I would understand. Yeah, you just want to fight for money. You just want to fight for money. You know, if Saudi Arabia just throws the money, will he sign the fight? Will he sign? We'll see.
We know Devin will. For Saudi Arabia.
We know Devin will.
And truth be told, the fight doesn't even have to happen in Saudi Arabia for the fight to generate revenue, because we all know this is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing, which means you can host it anywhere in the world and it's gonna sell on pay-per-view. It doesn't matter where you host it. Both Gervonta and Devin Haney are gonna get paid their highest payday by far. Due to all of the above, Bill Haney came out and said, Gervonta's lack of confidence make them more confident. He used to think Gervonta is the most dangerous fighter in the world. Now he believes Gervonta is the easiest fight for Devin Haney. Check it out.
He said, who is Devin's biggest challenge right now, and who is light work?
I would have thought that would have been the toughest task. Former face of boxing.
Okay.
Abdul Wahid, right? That's his name?
Yeah,
Wahid?
Tank.
That's his name.
I can't pronounce it.
Okay.
Tank.
So initially I would have said that, right? Mm-hmm. But the more that I see, the more that I watch him, and the less confidence that I see in the kid. You know what I mean?
Damn,
The kid is built up and manufactured against slowfoot Mexican fighters.
Okay.
He's never fought anyone that resembles Devin.
No Rolly.
Not at all.
Pedraza,
not at all.
no,
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, got you.
And
Okay, that's clearly his, that's his opinion based on what he's seen. But I do still think Tank will be his toughest fight. Tougher than Lomachenko? I think two different styles. But I do think it will be Devin's toughest fight nonetheless. Actually, scratch that. My bad. Teofimo, I feel like Teofimo will put up more of a fight than Tank. Not saying Tank is a bad fighter by any means, but I just feel like Teofimo, his natural talent, his natural athleticism, and natural ability will give Devin way more trouble than Tank Davis. But Tank is a close second. So I do think his dad was wrong about that. I think Tank is definitely up there, and some people might even say number one. Even though Teofimo lost by Kambosos, but I would say Tank is definitely up there. But one thing he did get right was Devin Haney is the only fighter who will face Tank that probably will give Tank some trouble, because every other fighter has not given Tank trouble, simply because Tank hasn't fought anyone like Devin Haney at all. 0%. Stop it. I know you Devin Haney haters are going to say, a whole bunch of stuff. Oh my gosh, Pitbull Cruz, he punches hard. If you watch Pitbull Cruz on the undercard, I believe it was Spence versus Crawford. I think he was on the undercard. He fought his last fight, his most recent fight, I believe, if not the one before that. Pitbull Cruz faced a random dude, and that dude went 12 rounds with him. How do you? Pitbull Cruz should have executed that man immediately. Obviously, metaphorically. Tank has not fought anyone like Devin Haney, and or to the level of competition of Devin Haney or even Lomachenko. Let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it real. Let's be honest. And I like both fighters. Tank.
Regardless of all of that, one thing for sure and two things for certain. We know Gervonta is complaining about the money he's being offered to fight on Amazon Prime pay-per-view, because he came out and said, where's the money? And he even threatened Al, don't be surprised if he end up fighting on another network due to that. Therefore, if that's the case, why is Gervonta refusing to negotiate with Devin Haney for not just $20 million, but for up to $40 million guaranteed plus pay-per-view in order to fight Devin Haney? Especially when Gervonta doesn't have a better option on the table. There is no fight for Gervonta where he can make $40 million guaranteed plus pay-per-view. Nothing. Not even close. We talking about guaranteed money. Do you guys know when Gervonta fought Ryan, he accepted only $5 million guaranteed plus pay-per-view? People get confused with Gervonta ended up getting a lot of money for the Ryan fight on the back end after the pay-per-view revenue. That's how Gervonta made most of his money for the Ryan fight. Gervonta ended up making almost $40 million against Ryan after the pay-per-view. However, his guarantee money was only $5 million. But for the Devin Haney fight, he's being offered $40 million guaranteed plus pay-per-view. So Gervonta can easily walk away with $50 to $100 million payday after the pay-per-view fight against Devin Haney. If Gervonta want to claim he fights for the money, he doesn't fight for legacy, he doesn't fight for the belts, he only fights for the money, then why will he turn down his biggest payday by far to fight Devin Haney, since that's the only thing he fights for, the money and the money only? Clearly the math is not mathing for the people that make excuses to why the fight is not coming to fruition. Bill Haney even revealed he called multiple PBC executives in order to reach out to make the Gervonta Davis fight, just like Gervonta instructed him to do. He called Leonard Ellaby, so on and so forth, and they told him, when Gervonta want to fight, he's going to send an offer. Everything is going to happen on his terms when he's ready. They didn't tell him, hey, call Al. Here's Al Heyman's number. And Bill even responded to Gervonta telling him to call Al Heyman. Bill Haney simply said, I don't have Al Heyman's number. Check it out.
Exception will be to another father and dad that you have to do that, right? Yeah. And so for us, that would have been the more convenient route out, is to jump up under one of those promoters' arms and then blame everything on them, like old boy Tank Dewey say, you know who to talk to. You mean you know who to talk to, right? If you're the face of boxing, why would you be talking to somebody else, right? Or why would I have to talk to somebody else that you know that I can't talk to, that you know that person, it's a privilege for certain guys to talk to them. So that's spinning us. That's a spin tactic. You know what I mean, right? So Devin is the face of boxing, and you can call us if you want to fight.
Bill, do you feel like what you doing, you're a boss. Y'all a boss. Y'all are Haney Promotion CEO. Mm-hmm. The promoters are scared of y'all. What y'all doing, y'all could change this whole game. What you doing right now, if I'm Sean's fighting at the same time, I'm calling you. Hey Bill, how you do that? You doing all this?
Yeah.
You don't think the promoters, PBC, Zone, Top Rank is worried about Bill Haney?
Well, I think it came out that the promoters work for the fighters. Mm-hmm. The manager, I work for Devin, not Devin works for me. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I do think Devin, not Devin, excuse me. I do think Gervonta Davis, I think he has a plan. Supposedly he's going to fight Isaac Pitbull Cruz in a rematch, which no one wants to see, honestly. I don't really care to see it. Like I said, Isaac Pitbull Cruz had a terrible performance his last fight or the fight before. Can't really remember which one, but he fought some random guy, and he went all 12 rounds. It was terrible. But I think Gervonta does have a plan. There's no way he escapes 2024 without having a major fight. There's zero way. He should fight at least Teofimo, Devin, or Shakur 2024. If not, then I think Devin Haney's just gonna be so far ahead of him in terms of who he has fought and his resume. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. And I think to the point where Devin Haney might not even need Gervonta. Maybe he'll just need to beat Shakur down the line and then call it a day. Because Gervonta, he has said numerous times as well that he doesn't want to. He's not going to stay any longer. He says as long as he gets those two guys out of there, he's going to be out of here. But I think Devin Haney would. If it doesn't happen this year, or if Gervonta doesn't get a big fight this year, I see Devin Haney getting 2 big fights this year, or at least one big fight this year. And Devin Haney already had 2 last year, and then 1 the year before. He's already, like Gervonta said, he's getting a name. You know what I'm saying? Devin's he's surpassing him in resume. Kambosos, Lomachenko, and then Regis. Regis Prograis. It's Tank's, honestly, if he doesn't fight a big name this year, he's going to have to play catch up.
At the end of the day, when 2 fighters want to fight each other, a fight is going to happen. Just like when Gervonta and Ryan wanted to fight each other, they made the fight happen even though they had too many obstacles in the way, such as being signed to different networks and things of that sort. However, it's none of that here with Devin Haney since he's a free agent. But Gervonta is still not trying to make the fight. This is the only logical explanation to why Gervonta refuses to accept Devin Haney's offer or negotiate with Devin Haney. And if he doesn't want to do either or, then why hasn't Gervonta sent Devin Haney an offer? Clearly, Gervonta is not trying to fight Devin Haney anytime soon. With the facts being laid out, drop your thoughts in the comment section below.
Yeah, that's Aki TV. I'll be leaving this video in the description box if you want to see the full video on your own without me chiming in. You guys could watch that. But I do, like I said, Devin Haney is at a point where he's just been on a roll, and I don't think it's gonna stop anytime soon. And Devin Haney really matured after the Lomachenko fight, and we've seen that during the Lomachenko fight and with the Regis fight. And with him moving up to 140, he has excellent power, his technique and skill. You could tell he learned from the Lomachenko fight because it's even better now, even more superb, So I really, really want to see Devin Haney versus Gervonta, and we're at a point where it's a genuine 50-50 now. Before you could say, okay, Devin Haney, pillow hands, all this other stuff people would say. But now, after seeing the Regis fight, and after seeing the Lomachenko fight, after seeing Kambosos fight, it's clear Devin Haney he's going to offer Gervonta some trouble, but Gervonta's going to offer him some trouble as well. Both fighters never fought a fighter like each other, but in terms of resume, Devin Haney has a better resume. That's just what it is. That's just the facts. Let's keep it a bean, okay? But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is this fight even going to happen this year? Is it? Hit the subscribe button, and I'm out.